Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Corporate Success Community Silver Star Hall of Fame interview series. As you know that we have a line of silver stars with whom I keep on talking on this series. So who are these champions? Who are these people? Who are the ones you see here in this interview? So we have a mindfulness community named as Corporate Success Community because we are focusing on success as the element. And in this community, we have multiple levels of achievements, especially in the silver membership that we have. Silver star, becoming a silver star is one of the topmost achievements. And in order to be there are certain things that every member has to achieve in terms of consumption, in terms of attending the sessions, in terms of being focused. And everyone that you see here, I have a lot of regards for them because these silver stars have proved that they are emotionally invested when it comes to their growth, their learning, and becoming a better version of themselves. Today, we have Jayashree Pierce with us, and here she is. And before I go to Jayashree, I'd like to give you a quick introduction of Jayashree. Jayashree is a mind transformation coach. She focuses on younger generation because Jayashree feels that if children at the young age, if they are given the right tools, the right techniques, the right support system, then they'll be able to manage themselves very well. Because we have seen, right, in the younger age, because we don't have the right understanding or the right support or the right guidance, we end up falling prey to a lot of traumas and a lot of things that we go through. But Jayashree believes that, and this is her mission, to empower younger generation with the right tools. And I so very much echo what Jayashree says, and I'm so very proud of her. So without any further ado, let's go to Jayashree and we'll go deeper into it. Jayashree, first of all, congratulations on being a silver star. And I'm so very happy to have you in this community. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Alok. All credit goes to you, actually. You're doing a wonderful job. And what else can I say? I'm in awe of the dedication and the support, whatever you are giving for us. I'm a mind transformation coach. I'm working with the younger generation. Why I started this journey is before I was in a business field. I was a merchandiser before. After my marriage, I took a break. I was just fully into spending time with my kids, family, taking care of family members. Then I wanted to restart my career. So that time I went and tried many things, actually, many roles. I was a merchandiser before. So I tried merchandising also. So, but I was not satisfied, with what I was doing. There was a voice in my head, there is a purpose for you. There is, you're born here to do something. There was an inner voice. So, whatever I was doing, I was not happy with the role. Whatever I worked 2-3 companies also, but I was not happy inwards. Then one day I attended a NLP session, my company arranged. Then I met a coach. Then I was able to connect with the coach, what he was doing. Then I thought, okay, this is what I also wanted to do. Then there only it started, actually. And basically, I'm a very good listener. My friends, whenever they have a problem, they just think of me first. When they are happy, they will not come to me. When they're sad, they'll come to me, actually.
That means you are resourceful.
Yeah. So they say you are very good listener. That's how they introduce me to their families. She's a very good listener. So then I thought, when I started getting into the coaching journey, I have done classic code NLP. I have done new code NLP. So awesome. Then I was practicing seriously. Then I was when I was a child, I missed, certain things in my life, Alok, basically the guidance. I was not able to talk to anyone freely. So I was not able to study, or whatever I want to do, I was not able to do. I was scared to talk to my elders also. So there was a big gap between the parents or whatever guardians, and for me, I was not able. So I was not able to do what I want to do in my life, actually. So that's somewhere I felt every child needs someone to talk or someone to guide, to open up. Sometimes the family, they're not there, actually. Family or friends or whatever it is, they are not ready to open up to everyone. So somewhere it hit me this is what I want to do. Somewhere it clicked. Then my first coaching session was I done after COVID. I went and done a coaching session for my 10th standard students in a school. So when I done the program, then I understood I was like, I'm born for this, because I was able to connect with the youngsters so, like so well, and they were able to connect with me. They were not looking at me like, I'm the elder over there. No, they
Yeah.
were also like very friendly towards me, and I was able to gel with them, and I was able to understand with them. So that's how my coaching journey started. So I've done so much of mentoring and counseling, coaching, and I still want to do more bigger plans are there. That's how my coaching journey started.
Awesome, awesome. And that's fulfilling, isn't it? That's really fulfilling. And I completely echo to what you said, that many a times as a child you don't get the right outlet, right? And first of all, as a child, you are still struggling to find the right vocabulary to express yourself. You still don't have the right reference points. You're still, getting into that trial and error mechanism. And at that moment of time, if you don't have the kind of support system in terms of friends or parents or guardians who can actually understand what you're going through, that's where you feel even more confused, and you end up just shutting yourself, right?
I want to share something, Alok. Yesterday I
Yes.
spoke to one of my friend actually. Now he's in his 30s, but he just told me that I'm not feeling confident. I said, what happened? So he told me like there are some childhood traumas that is affecting me, still affecting me, like I'm unable to do what I want to do. So then I can really understand like we are big, we are adults, but our childhood traumas are not healed. Then somewhere we are getting stuck, somewhere
Yeah.
like it is stopping us somewhere, like your future. I have worked with many people, many teachers also I have worked with, parents also I have worked. So I have seen this pattern, like if you're not going to work, like whatever you created, the belief system mainly, what are wrong beliefs people tell you, like people used to tell me you're soft, you're timid, and I want to tell them I'm soft but I'm strong too. I wanted to scream sometimes, but they label me you're soft, you're soft. So what happened, I never used to speak up. I never used
Mm.
to be vocal. I used to be timid. I used to be keep quiet. Whatever people are hurting me, I used to be keep quiet. Like
Yeah.
it was happening, after my wedding also with my in-laws. I used to tolerate so much. So it's all starting from the childhood. Look, I
Yes.
feel
Yes.
so.
Yes.
That's why I strongly believe like whatever I'm doing, I need more support. I have a vision. I'm working towards it. Like you people like you are there as I'm looking
Yeah.
at, as a support system. And
Yes.
this is what I felt, Alok. Everyone has to work on the belief system, and whatever childhood traumas they are having, they need to work on that.
Yes, yes. No, that's very important. And this brings me to this question, that what brought you to mindfulness, Jayashree? How did you get inclined towards this part?
When I came into coaching, I don't know anything about coaching, Alok. No ABCD, nothing.
Mhm.
Like I just came. But people used to tell me you're a born coach because you have the qualities of a good coach.
Yeah.
But I was giving for people. I was supporting people. When my cup is empty, I want someone else to, fill my cup. I
Very true.
wanted some support system because as a woman, there are lots of responsibilities, all of, because mother, children, family responsibilities, your family's health, my health, like everything, and you have a big vision. And that time, I wanted some support, all of, but I was looking for the support. I was in many communities, but I was not getting that support.
Yeah.
Like then when one day I attended your masterclass through Instagram. Actually, that day I don't know, like I was just sitting for 4 hours. I was doing meditation for the past 1 year, but
Yes.
somewhere I thought I'm going to join this community. I'm just going to join this community. I don't know, somewhere like I felt no, this is the guy, because before that many people call me, to be my just come and join a community. Like they
Yeah.
call me, but I never went and joined because I had a bad impression. Like about the community itself. But when I saw you that one day masterclass, that 4 hours, I decided like I'm going to be in this community. I don't know, somewhere like it was my gut feeling. I
Yeah.
always decide, I always listen to my inner voice. So I attended on December, but I joined your community on February because of lots of health issues in the family. But somehow I joined. Somehow I joined, like then no looking back. Actually, from the time I joined your community, I never felt lonely. Actually.
Oh, wonderful. That's a that's something very important that you just mentioned, that that loneliness. I think today there are a lot of people who are suffering loneliness, and this is such an irony, Jayashree, that we are living in a world which is so crowded, and you see around you there are a lot of people, but having people around you doesn't mean that you have the right support, right? It is similar to having information doesn't mean that you're knowledgeable. So so
Even family members, sometimes we are not connected all, look, actually.
yeah.
Friends also, like, nowadays, it's like true friendships. It's for me, actually, it is becoming very rare. Actually, in my experience, I'm just saying. So when I came to coaching industry, I was unable to find, like, any friends, or like, yeah, I used to talk to people. I am very friendly, but I wanted some, because I have a bigger vision. I want some solid support,
Yeah.
actually. But in our community, after joining the community, I told you before starting this session also, no, like, people are there to support. Like,
Yes, yes.
they are checking, like, how are you doing? Like, even the personal stuff, they are there. Real people are there. I have met real people in our community, actually.
Tell me some top shifts that you have experienced because of community. Because I think see, as human beings we are social beings, um, but sometimes what happens is we are so very focused on our individual goals that our journeys become lonely, right? But
Yes.
when you
Yes.
start connecting with the right kind of people, that can really make that shift. So please tell me about your shifts about the community. Yeah.
So first of all, people are ready to listen now. Look, that is the first thing, actually.
Mm.
Listening skills, with listening with empathy, listening with judgment, without judgment, that is very important. And I have met some great souls as a WPP partner. Even when I wrote about my mother, you told me to share it in the group community. So when I shared it, people like Jayesh, he was not my WPP partner, but they called and gave me, do this for your mother's healing. People were like ready to help each other. It's not like I want to grow. People are here to support one another. That is the first thing, actually, I will tell about our community. People are ready to support one another. It's not like we are going to push one another. Like, success is there for everyone, and everyone can grow together, actually.
Yes.
So, and it is very fast when you're growing together. So that's what I believe in. So I have met the right set of people so far, like, and they were like, whenever I want to talk, I had someone to talk about, actually, like, whatever I was going through, because there were lots of health challenges. It was every day, it was so tough, and I'm so proud I have handled everything very well because I was practicing mindfulness. I will tell this anywhere so proudly, and I'm so thankful and grateful to you. And so whatever I was going through, when I shared with my partners or WPP partners, they also told, like, even I went through these things. So whatever you're doing, you do. Like, they were supporting, they were ready to support. And the prayer you taught as a community
Yes.
prayer,
Yeah.
whenever I felt very low, I used to tell that prayer in a day 100 times. You don't believe me, because my mother was suffering in front of my eyes. Like,
Yeah.
she fell down and broke a hip bone. We were unable to do the surgery because of her. She's having a Parkinson plus. So doctors, she asked to stop the medicines for 3 days. Then only they can do the operation, and she was unable to bear the pain. She was just going through so much of pain and crying, and like, we were unable to see that. Like, it was kind of emotionally, it was so much. I never had the competencies for that. So there, mindfulness helped me, actually. There, I was able to. It was the tough phase, but I handled in a very calmer manner. I was giving hope for everyone, and I was balanced. And whenever I felt low, I tell the prayer, whatever you thought. Like, I surrender everything to the divine intelligence. So I used to tell that. So yeah, people are very supporting. And whatever the practices, whatever you told me, like, like, I was just doing it. I was just using it. Sometimes I was unable to sit and do meditation, but from the house to hospital, when I'm traveling, I just used to sit down and meditate. So that way I was, like, try to be mindful. Like, I'm not in the past, in the future, I'm in the present moment, so that I was able to handle the situation in a, like, more peaceful and more calmer manner. Other than that, I would have, I would have just broke down very badly, because I was here in the community. Like, I have handled all of that. Alok, I really, really so thankful for you and the community members.
I completely, I understand. It becomes very difficult because at one end, we are dealing with a medical issue. At the other end, we have family to handle. At the same time, then you have your work, and, you're running around places, and you feel like a rubber band, getting stretched, and you can break anytime. So that's where, loosening a little bit is important. My I would like to understand, Jayashree, like being a wife, being a daughter-in-law, um,
Mother,
being a
I have 2 kids.
mother, yes, and then having your own coaching practice and all this stuff. So now the reason I'm asking you this question, Jaisha, is because there are a lot of working women out there who might be watching this later on as well. uh, what tips or what advice or what hacks would you give them so that they are able to balance, because this becomes very difficult because there's a lot of expectations from a woman, right? As you rightly said, that there's a lot of things that are expected. So how can one balance?
Actually, it was very tough for look. Actually, I'm telling you to handling all of that. First of all, I'll tell all the women, especially, please take care of your mental health and physical health together. Not only physical health, like we practice prime in a community.
Yeah.
Am I right? So prime is physical health, mental health all together. Like you have made a program, like we are doing prime. So like you are fit or your 20s, 30s, 40s, please take care of your mental health and physical health. Why I'm say talking about physical mental health is because when there is a challenge, so much of challenge and problems, when life is throwing so much of challenges, if we are not mentally fit or mentally strong, then we just don't know like how to handle and we are getting stuck. That used to happen with me. But when you're practicing mindfulness or breathing exercises, like whatever form of mentally how we are taking care of yourself is very health. When you take care of a mental health, then you can balance everything. What I done was I was balancing all of. Sometimes I was not able to work for 2 weeks or something, but I understood, okay, it is, I was aware of myself, how much I can handle. So I have made plans. I was, first of all, I just sat down and just wrote my, like what is my priority, the list, whatever you told me, my priority list, and what I can do and what I can control now, what I can't control in this situation.
Mm.
So like there was so much of issues in front of me. Sometimes like I too, I'm a human being. First of all, like your emotions comes, like like it's like kind of a whirlpool of emotions. And that too, I love my mother so much, so it was like eating me so badly. So then I just sat down and done the emotional journaling.
Oh, yes.
Please do the emotional journaling, and please prioritize your mental health and physical health. It's mental health, your meditation or whatever form, it is like the food for your mind. When
Yes.
you're mentally fit, you can handle anything. You can balance. You can balance and you can make a plan. You can make a plan and you can survive anything. You can bounce back also after that.
Mm, mm, mm. Thank you. Thank you for that, Jayashree. So, when it comes to tools, you spoke about Prime, you spoke about the breath work, the conscious breathing that we do, the emotional journaling you spoke about. Any other specific tool that has worked for you and is working for you? Anything specific?
Meditation, Alok, I will not give up on my meditation because of that meditation I survived and I'm talking to you, with a smile on my face. Still today we are facing challenges. Still today we are facing challenges, but still too I am talking to you in this manner. Like uh, last week, my friend told me that you're so strong now. Like you're handling so much. Like that's why I told you I'm really proud of myself, because whatever you thought, it's not only your teaching. I have implemented few things. I took the things whatever you thought seriously. Journaling JPT, like GPT, it is very important. Why? When there is so much of problems, when I write gratitude, it is kind of rewiring my brain. Like it's like, okay, it's
Of
not
course,
only
yes.
negatives are happening, it's there are positive things are happening, like in your life. So that is one practice I never missed, Alok, like journaling GPT and meditation. These two things, like I never skipped even a day also in this, these days, like the tough times, whatever I handled, still today I don't skip my meditation at all. I try to be mindful, and because of I'm mindful now, it's like 70% of the problems are gone when you are in the moment, like no past, you're not thinking about the past, you're not thinking about the future, only the present moment. Then I feel the 70% problem is gone when you
Uh,
practice mindfulness. So that's what I want to tell people. Please practice mindfulness, like so that you're not, whatever happened is happened. Future, I don't know what's going to happen. So what I can control, what I can't control. Only the present moment is a gift for me. I'm grateful for that, and I'm just going to do what I can do this moment. That's all there in my hand. Balance. I'm doing my best and surrendering to God. I learned this from you.
Thank you. Jayashree, I'm intrigued. I want to ask you this question. You spoke about becoming emotionally strong, right? Your friends also commented and complimented you that you are very strong. What does that mean? Like, what do they mean when they say that you are strong? And how do you define your emotional strength?
Before I used to react all up, like my mother, the health condition, it's been happening for the past 2 years. Something happens to her, I used to react. I used to cry and I used to get stuck. I used to work on myself, but it takes some time. But in this journey, what I noticed, she went through the very tough. It was very tough. All look, it was no daughter, no son. They can't see that pain what the mother was going through. So in that situation, my sisters were shattered. My family, everyone, they were shattered, and I was like, I cried. Yes, I cried in my room, but I never showed in my tears in front of them. Like I stood strong, and whatever is needed, we planned and we done according to our age and the situation. So I feel that is the emotional like strength. Like like when life is throwing so much of challenges, like that was the health issues, and then not only my mother and my family, they are studying their health, my kids health and education, and I have to support my kids also. So how I handle all, and my clients are youngsters, so they need my support. So when I go in front of my clients, they are looking up to me,
Yes.
like so I am there for them, I'm always there for them. So I was supporting them also, and my mental and physical health. So how I balance all of that is like how I am telling you that I felt that I was strong enough to handle all of that, because I feel that I was doing the meditation practice continuously and consistently. So I was very aware of what is happening, and I
Mhm.
understood one thing from you, like what is in my control, what is not in my control. If something is not in my control, I don't have to worry. So I was clear on my head. So that's why I'm telling you, whatever you thought, I was just, it is there in my mind. The important, it was like I kept it in my safety. So I took the points whenever it needed, and I used it in the situation. So I have learned, last 4 5 months, I can tell you that I'm very emotional person. All look, I'm
Mhm.
very emotional and very vulnerable. I'm very authentic, but um, I have become more mature compared to my emotions. I
Yes,
have learned to tell no to people. I have learned to
that's
set
important.
strong boundaries to people, because I'm a giver. I used to, if I love someone, I used to keep quiet. I just think, okay, they're going to, like think something. But I started putting myself first. I started standing up for myself, and there's so much of transformation I felt, Alok. Like like I understood that there's meditation, and if you have someone to look up to, like that's what I told, the guidance. Not only youngsters, everyone needs someone like you, like to guide and to support. Little bit of support is enough, Alok, for humans. That when you're there to that support for
Yes.
others.
Yes, yes. And little bit of support can really help you to take that leap, right?
Yes.
Jayashree, thank you very much for that. You just used this word transformation, and I would like to bring a question up from that one word. You uh, tag yourself as a mind transformation coach. Uh, as a coach, what do you think? Like, if there is a person, if there are people out there who are really wanting to transform themselves, mentally, emotionally, physical, holistic transformation for that matter, what do you think are the elements that people should think about and focus on?
First thing is self transformation, Alok. Like how much work we are doing with ourselves, that will reflect outside. That's what I learned it. That's what still I'm doing it, because the transformation within, it's not going to happen year 1 year 2 year. No, the transformation is still happening, still I'm learning.
It's a
So we
continuous
need to,
process. Yeah.
yes, so we need to understand that, and the transformation I'm learning, and as I'm learning, it's going to reflect it outside. So the first point is inner work. It's not about others, it's not about your circumstances, it's not about anyone. So no blame game, nothing. So how much work you're doing, putting inside, and it's going to reflect it outside. So that is the first point. And just be curious in learning, and just
Uh,
be open. When you're learning, whatever you're learning, just be kind to yourself, and take one day at a time, like, one step at a time. And
Yes.
so just be clear what you want, and just have good intention. Set your intention, what you want, why you want to do it. Because when we set our intentions, when our intentions are pure, I feel that God will send a help, uh, you know
Yes.
to to move you forward. And some support you feel, actually I feel that I'm a very spiritual person, so I feel that when your intentions are pure and clear, some support will come through
Yeah.
someone. So that's it.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are going to get a lot of golden nuggets out of this, Jayashree, because you spoke about the tools, you spoke about work-life balance, you spoke about transformation, you spoke about the importance of mindfulness and community. Wonderful. Thank you for that. One
Thank
last
you for
question.
that. Thank you to you all. Like, actually,
Thank you.
it's a support. Like, you don't understand sometimes, like, what impact you're creating. Actually, like, we are so grateful. Actually,
Thank
up
you.
to you.
Thank you, Jayashree. Before we end this session, there's this one thing that I want to ask you.
Mm,
Um, just think about it that you are standing on a stage, Jayashree,
mm,
and there are millions of people who are looking at you, and you have this mic in your hand, okay?
mm,
And you have 15 seconds,
mm.
okay? For 15 seconds, the mic is on. What message would you like to give to this millions of people who are watching you? Because this is once in a lifetime kind of opportunity. What would be that one message that you would give?
Just love yourself. Be kind to yourself. Just be authentic. Be yourself. The world will love you, actually. And practice mindfulness. Be mindful. Why? Your a mind is very important.
Mm.
To When you are clear in your mind, let it be professional or personal, you can handle anything in a more calmer and more successful manner, I can say.
Yes.
So you have to work on your mind. For that, mindfulness will help you, and practice mindfulness.
Awesome.
This is very, very important. It's not like you're going to gym and you're working your muscles. So same like that, you have to practice and keep your mind healthy, and keep the positive thoughts, whatever you are, the negative thoughts, whatever you're working, like, what you have to remove, what you have to add on. So when you're clear with your mind, you can achieve anything in a faster manner, I can say. Maybe instead of 10 years, you can do it within 2 years.
Yes.
So for that, please practice meditation or mindfulness. Because when you start practicing, it will be, people say I'm unable to meditate, all of that, but as you're doing, you will get to know it. And when you start practicing meditation and mindfulness, it is a bliss. It is a bliss. And whatever challenge life throws at you, you can handle it. Your mind will create the competencies for that, and you can be confident. You can come back and you can handle anything with ease, and you can live more happy and content life. That's what I felt, Alok.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jayashree. First of all, once again, congratulations on being a silver star. Thank you for this amazing conversation that we had. Thank you for being a part of this community, and lot of power to your vision, to your mission. And I'm sure you're going to touch many, many, many young lives, and they'll get a lot of guidance from your experience, from your wisdom, from your understanding. God bless you, Rishi. Thank you very much for that. Um,
Thank you. I'm so grateful to you, Alok, and for
thank
all the
you.
community members also. Thank you so much.
Awesome, awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was Jayashree Pierce for you. I'm sure you had a lot of notes, a lot of takeaways. Similarly, in the next episode, in the next interview, we'll have one more silver star with us. So stay tuned, and a lot of learning coming your way. Thank you. God bless you.